And weather warnings are in place for parts of the UK, with some cars already submerged, delays on road and rail, with more than a month's worth of rainfall expected to fall in some places today. Our correspondent, Shaman Freeman-Powell, is in Leighton Buzzard. And give us a sense of what's going on there, Shaman. And the forecast doesn't look great.
No. To be fair, where we've been today, the rain has been relentless, and it comes as some parts of Bedfordshire already experienced around 4 inches worth of rainfall overnight. It meant some residents woke up this morning realising that some of their properties had been destroyed, and they've spent today trying to assess the damage. Earlier, Sky News spoke to some of these residents affected by the flooding, and this is what they told us. A weekend of heavy rain, hail and thunderstorms has led to this, a sure sign that summer is officially over. In Bedfordshire, some schools were forced to close, and many residents took time off work to assess damage done to properties overnight. Like Cheryl, who says the sandbags provided didn't stand a chance against the heavy downpour, and she has no idea how costs will be covered.
We have found out that there's a clause in our insurance that doesn't cover us for flood, so we're not insured. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest with you, because I don't know what we're going to... If it needs replacing, what needs replacing, haven't got that far yet, and how much it's going to cost us.
Just a few minutes up the road and flooding has turned roads into rivers. Sunil has lived in this area for more than a decade and says the situation is unprecedented but entirely preventable.
I'm not angry, I'm stupefied at the inability to actually look at cost-effective solutions. We're not saying do an expensive job, do a job which is worth doing.
Bedfordshire is just one of the counties hit hard by the rain, leading to some parts being submerged underwater. It comes as some parts of the country saw more than a month's worth of rain in just one day. In Warwickshire, even cattle were forced to wade through water, and many towns through Oxfordshire were brought to a standstill. Some tried to go about their days, but floodwater closed roads and caused transport chaos in the home counties. In London, football games were suspended as floods destroyed parts of a pitch, creating a sinkhole. But emergency services say they're most concerned about those in rural areas being cut off completely, with conditions on the road becoming difficult and extremely dangerous. And whilst the clean-up starts for those already hit hard, others brace themselves for the damage that could come as more wet weather is ahead. Now, when I arrived here earlier at Leighton Buzzard, there were lots of people out and about, some of them using buckets to clear water out of their vehicles that had been flooded by the rainwater. We also saw people having to use power banks to charge up their devices, as lots of the properties were without electricity, directly impacted by this flooding. But as you can see, there's not many people out and about anymore. I think many residents have given up and will wait now over the next couple of days to see just how bad the damage will be.